right, so this is the 1940 Cadillac Lasalle that I started chopping a couple weeks ago. So I took 4 inches out of the top vertically. I can show you the difference between vertically and the angle dimension later on when I use my pattern. I'll have to lay it up against something solid so you can see the layout. All right, remove the back window, set it to the side for later. All the inner structure around the quarter window is going to get remade. Sail panel part of the roof is going to be remade. You can see I started reshaping the quarter window and started putting the door back together. I have to make the profile tooling to use the Pull Max to make the new sections of the doors to stretch. Got the A-pillars tacked back up. And the doors overlapped on the front and the back before it was chopped. So I started fitting that gap up as well as I worked on the door. That way I could get a nice consistent gap around it. I'm gonna come back fully TIG weld and metal finish those areas. All right, here is the window pattern that I mentioned a couple minutes ago in the video. I've just got it leaned up against a piece of white paper. So you can see that we laid it out for a 4-inch vertical chop. And on the A-pillar, if you measure that at the same angle as the post, it actually equals 5 1/4. So the reason I like to do this is because it lets you be able to double check on multiple different measurements to make sure everything's the same side to side, and it shows how much changes at each angle. So again, here's a 4-inch vertical, and the back of the door post is at 4 5/8. So I make these full size and they attach inside the window opening on the door, and I can check that side to side. That's why I like to make them out of Lexan, so you can see through them. They can bend a little bit if needed, especially for like this where it has a quarter window, like a cozy wing window. So that's at a different angle, but I can make a one-piece template. So that's the one for the main window on the door, and I'll switch it out. And here's the quarter window. So you can see that it's at the post, it's 4 5/8 at the angle and still 4-inch vertical. Still 4-inch vertical at the back, but the angle with a radius in it is 5 1/2. So again, I really like to measure it this way, and then you can just move the pattern to the other side of the car and all your layout will be identical.